Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, a Hypno Crow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you to each and every one of you guys, to the returning subscribers and as well to the new subscribers. I am thankful for each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart and soul for following me on my journey. So today is October 6th, 2022, and we got this Halloween theme happening here. For this month, however, I am highly considering throwing in a little curveball for the monthlies, calling it Wacky Wednesday, maybe starting next week, because I already did the video for Wednesday. It would come out yesterday. I didn't even realize it. These days are a blur. Alright, so we're going by element. So we're going to go ahead and pick the first element and see who is coming first, who Spirit would like to address a comment to. So what element is first today for October 6th? And the winner is Air. So Air, you are first for today for the message. So let's go ahead and pull a card for the element of Air for today, October 6th. What do you want to talk to the element of Air about today? Ghosts. So some of you could have some ghosts and goblins that are haunting them. Maybe some of you regret something you did and that's what's haunting you. Or maybe you have a ghost that is attached to you that perhaps regrets something that they did to you, air signs. So let's go ahead and read Ghost for the element of Air. Okay, it says, like smoke rising from the ashes, a mist from the sea, the dead they are watching, they have come to haunt me. The traditional definition of a ghost is the apparition of a spirit or soul of a formerly living being. Ghosts can both be human form or animal, or even occasionally inanimate objects such as a ghostly ship have been reported. The belief in spirits and ghosts is extremely widespread across time, and the cultures in different worlds such as spiritus, wrath, phantom, and shade have been used to refer to them. Ghosts can both be people that we have known, ancestors for example, who visit up to assist us, or presence that are bound to a particular place because they have found it difficult to let go even after death. The concept of a haunted house or the cursed place is the basis for many creepy ghost stories. In fact, the most interesting ghost story often involve a very angry or destructive spirit coming back to wreak havoc, to wreak its revenge after death. The Old Norse word for ghost has the same root word as the word fury. It is said that the spirits cannot let go of this world have a reason for this. Sometimes it is to warn the living, to guide them, but generally it is because they haven't finished their business here on the plane of the living. They have regrets that they wish to resolve. Should the ghost come gliding into your life during divination, it may indicate that you have some regrets to let go of. Holding grudges or regrets is burdensome work, and it weighs us down eventually. By taking actions to free ourselves of these old burdens, we clear the way for more rightful and wise action for the future. We begin to live fully again if we let go of what was and step into new possibilities, air signs. So letting go of them ghosts of regrets. We clear them now, and you don't have to worry. Should something happen to you, there won't be nothing holding you there. There won't be holding you you holding anything to where you're at, keeping you bound to where you're at. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull your tarot card for today, October 6th, air signs. And we have the Six of Wands. So air signs, what you need to do is you need to recognize that. You need to recognize these regrets and let them go. Okay? Just plain and simple. You need to face your ghosts and goblins and then let them go. Okay? For today. So let's go ahead and pull a crystal. We have two coming through. We have Haran, you have a spirit animal. Tiger Iron, independence, patience, and balance. This is the back of your card. Spirit of Haran, teach me patience and balance as I learn to stand on my own 2 feet. Thank you, Aho. And there the ghost is standing there. And then we have Astrophyllite, crown chakra. Astral travel, awareness, and release. I am limitless. So these two crystals will help you have a state of independence and a state of balance, so that you can recognize and release what you need to let go of to open up that crown, and perhaps to even astral travel, open up this gift, air signs, of astral travel. So there you go. Thank you for watching, air signs. Alrighty, so who is next? Who are we bringing up next? Earth signs are next. Alright, earth signs. So what do you want to talk to the element of earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for today, October 6th? Today, October 6th. Okay. Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality for the element of earth. Alright, so this particular lady is somebody whom celebrates the Day of the Dead, and you know, this person celebrates the dead. She accepts that death is a part of life, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and read a little bit about this lady. Pale, yes, step out of the night in red lace for flowers upon your crown. You bring the beauty to death, the equality and joy of the underground. Here, earth signs, and we're talking about earth, ground here. The iconic Lady of Death, while a pale skull-like face, zombie eyes, and rich red funeral flowers in her hair, has become one of the most recognizable symbols of Halloween and the Mexican Day of the Dead, El Dia de los Muertos. The original model for this flamboyant Lady of Death can be traced back to the ancient Aztec goddess, well, Mictecacihutl. You know how to pronounce that? Good luck. As time went on, the figure remained in balance between beauty and horror, and morphed into the Lady of the Dead, and eventually into more modern graphic figure of Katrina. It is also reported that the identity of the original Katrina was based on a woman who were very rich and had everything they wanted in this life. Yet, death takes everyone equally. So it was a reminder that no matter how beautiful, rich, popular, or famous you were, in the end, death takes us all. The Mexican culture has a long-standing history of laughing at death and seeing it as just another aspect of life. In some ways, death is the last taboo in many Western cultures. We tend to hide away our dying, and some of us may never even see the body of someone who has passed in our whole lives. But this was a much more common occurrence in the past. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and that perhaps until then we can choose to be life affirming, takes away much of the fear. Take a light approach to a situation initially, and it may work out better. If you're holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify and let it go. Earth signs. Alright, so what's the Spirit is telling you for today, October 6th? So let's go ahead and pull a tarot card for the element of Earth. For the element of Earth for today, October 6th, 2022. Okay. Ace of Hazards. Alright, so to me, this is the Lady de los Muertos reaching out to you, Earth signs, reaching out from the earth, right? And wanting to bring this message across to you. And you feel like what she is telling you is that this is a brand new start. This is something within yourself, right? Something that is within yourself that no longer serves you, that you need to let go of. And I feel like there's a lot of fear around this from letting it go, but I feel like it's okay. You can let it go. All you need to simplify is to take a better approach to your current situation and trust that it'll work out better. But you need to let something go for this new beginning to happen. And you need to accept that process. And just simply let it go, because there's something new that's going to be reaching out to you. Alright, so there you go, Earth signs. Let's pull a crystal card for you. We have the alligator coming through with the Shiva Lingam, keeper of ancient wisdom, primal energy, and patience. Earth signs. Spirit of alligator, help me restore my connection to the divine source so that I use this wisdom to make a better decision, make the best decisions for myself. Thank you. Aho. Right. Keeper of ancient wisdom. Alrighty. So thank you for watching Air Signs, Earth Signs so far. We'll be moving on to the next. Alrighty, who is next? We have the element of water. Alrighty, so the element of water for today, October 6th. Water. What would you like to talk to the element of water about? My juice bottle. The element of water. What would you like to talk to the element of water about? Trick or treat, mischief, and play. Okay, so you get the trick or treat card. So it talks about the original Halloween and the trick or treating process, how, everybody wore costumes to blend in with the spirit world, so they couldn't tell the difference whether you were human or whether you were dressed in a costume. So that's a little bit about what the trick-or-treating is talking about. So let's go ahead and read it for the element of water. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. Water signs. Trick-or-treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet, why do we trick-or-treat? Ancient peoples understood that there was both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall at Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed as spirits themselves or other frightened creatures, that they would not be recognized as human and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the initiation or imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in medieval Britain was aptly called souling. Trick or treat is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our secret creatures, and this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. Instead of traditional candy apples and barmbrack, we give out a mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that the modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door, and Halloween gives us an excuse not to be reserved and extend our boundaries. Should you receive the trick-or-treat card, water signs, card in your divination, it may be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime. You can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one of the ways to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. Okay? So, water signs, it talks about having a little bit of fun, going out, meeting the neighbors, having a block party, exchanging conversation, positive energy. So let's pick a tarot card. King of Cups. So the King of Cups could very well be a person who's very mischievous, coming in, wearing a mask about his the truth of why he's there. He could be masking something, because the King of Cups in reverse is somebody who's not totally honest, somebody who is romantic, but they are in player mode. They're over dramatic. They're usually have more than one person around them that they're interested in or romantically interested in. So I feel like today, October 6th, water signs, you're being warned about this energy, because there's somebody around you or perhaps something coming towards you that is masking something. And they're not masking something because of fear. They're masking it because it's not a good energy. So pay attention to that, okay? This person is mischievous. This person's a player. This person's not totally honest with you. So I feel like that's a warning for you water signs to pay attention to that today. So let's go ahead and pull a crystal for you. We have the elk, fire agate, camaraderie, stamina, and balance. Spirit of elk, teach me how to pace myself so that I have the strength and energy to reach my goals. Thank you, Aho. So they're simply telling you just to take a time out. Take a time out and have a little bit of fun. water signs, because what you're doing is you're draining your energy. So take a time out, have a little bit of fun, go out and do a little bit of playtime. This will help rejuvenate you, help fill that cup back up. And I am still standing as pay attention that there's somebody around you, that their intentions are not pure. Okay? So thank you for watching, water signs, and have a blessed day. Alright, so this final message is for the element of fire. Fire. Alright, so what do you want to talk to the element of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, about for today, October 6th? What do you want to talk to the element of fire about for today, October 6th? The apple, the risk, and the reward. Alright, so the apple. I feel like fire signs are telling you to take the risk. The reward will be greater if you just go for it, but we are going to read this. Sweetest icon, risky red desire, poison and freedom, tempting hearts of fire. Apples have been a symbol of Samhain for a very long time. Apples, when cut in half, have a seed pattern that looks like a pentagram, and so the Celts held the fruit to be sacred. Bobbing for apples, a game traditionally played on Halloween, has its origins in the Samhain festival and is one of the oldest associated with the celebration. The traditional way to play is to place 30 to 13 apples into a barrel of water, and the game is to try and bite an apple whilst it floats and bobs in the water. Hands must not be used, and the people often compete with each other, bobbing at the same time. It is believed that the Romans brought the custom to Britain, and there are quite a few images recorded through art of this activity in both cultures. It was said that unmarried women who placed the apple they had bobbed under their pillow would dream of their future husband. In Newfoundland and some parts of Ireland, even today, Halloween is called Snap Apple Night. Candy apples, apple on a stick covered in toffee, although not quite as popular now as they once were on Halloween fare, are now making a comeback as a fun and simple treat to prepare on this night. Apples have been an iconic part of mythos from ancient times to modern. The story of poison apple and Snow White, to the Roman goddess Pomonia's magical apple tree, to the Christians tempting fruit in the Garden of Eden. Should you receive this apple in your reading, fire signs, it's time to take a look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want to change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much, too often? Okay. So there you go. You got the apple coming forward. They're telling you to take that risk, to bob for that apple, put it underneath your pillow, because you could be dreaming of a significant other. They're telling you to play the game, right? Play the game. It'll be worth the risk. See the heart shaped out of the apple there? Okay, so fire signs. Fire signs. Tarot card. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. So it's about facing them wounds, right? Facing them wounds that have hurt you. The reward will be worth it, is what they're telling you. The reward will definitely be worth the risk. So, are you willing to risk to get the greater reward? Or Are you risking too much? And I feel like you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you're being asked to take a look at something in your life. Take a look at something in your life. Should you take that leap of faith? Should you take that risk? And it's like they're telling you, yeah, the reward will be worth your time. So fire signs. Crystal for the element of fire. We have tangerine or a quartz coming through. Root, sacral, solar plexus chakras. Self-esteem, creativity, and sexuality. I am worthy, right? So it's about raising your self-esteem and feeling worthy of this risk. And I feel like it's because you've had so many wounds from the past when you took that risk. And now it's like these wounds, I kind of feel like have been picked up back open and are bleeding for a reason. Root, sacral, solar plexus chakras, those are your lower chakras. So you really need to ground your energy, fire signs, and raise your self-esteem. Because in this situation, the reward will definitely be worth the risk. All right. So thank you for watching for today, October 6th. Have a blessed day.